Trump is desperate to change the narrative right now and sat for a doozy of an interview with Maria Bartiromo, who, like everyone, is curious as to when this war might be over.
I had to divert, because if I didn't do that, right now you would have Iran with a nuclear weapon. And if they had a nuclear weapon, you would be calling everybody over there, sir. And you don't want to do that.
Well, you keep saying was. Is this war over?
I think it's close to over, yeah. I mean, I view it as very close to over.
Honestly, Maria, I have no idea what's happening or what I'm doing. I said COVID was over 2 years before it was over. Did you know that before they made me president, I hosted a reality TV show?
Did you see that Britain suffered the biggest growth forecast downgrade in the G7?
Yeah, well...
So their economy is impacted.
It's the UK. I would say this. They got to stop with the windmills, and they got to open up the North Sea.
They got to stop with the windmills. You have to stop with the windmills. What is with him and the windmills? Every problem comes back to windmills. Every day I become more convinced that Trump's father used to beat him with a miniature golf club in the shadow of a windmill. And then Don Quixote managed to steer the conversation into yet another of his old man story loops.
You can call it the Strait of Hormuz or the Hormuz Strait. I said, which is better? They said, either is okay, but you can call it either one. The only thing you can't call it is the Trump Strait. They don't like that idea. By the way, speaking of that, I did a thing that people like very much, except for Mexico. I took the Gulf of Mexico, and we now call it the Gulf of America. That's not bad.
Wow, thanks for telling us. I don't think you've ever mentioned that before. Guillermo, did you know he changed the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America?
No idea.
Oh, wow. And no one calls him on it. Everyone just nods like it's the first time they've heard this. I don't know if you've noticed, but he's also now laying the groundwork for his excuse for why it won't be his fault when the Republicans lose the midterms.
Why is it that a voter votes for the opposite party? It's even when you have a good president. I think I had the greatest year, the greatest opening year I've read. The greatest, look, I ended 8 wars. A 9th is coming. But I ended 8 wars. Nobody's ever ended 1 war. Who's ended 1? Nobody. I ended 8.
That's right. Every war in history is still going on because no one ever ended one. Except him, who ended 8. And a 9th is coming. Do you get credit for ending a war you started? I don't think you do. This war is going so poorly for Trump, he may need Melania to hold another surprise press conference just to get Epstein back in the news again.